Making $10,000 a month used to be something that I thought was somewhat impossible. And that was mainly because I was jumping from trend to trend, trying to find the perfect offer, trying to find the perfect service, looking around YouTube for the best outreach scripts, for the best email scripts so I can serve. And for a long time, I was doing SMMA and I fucking hated it so much. And that's when I decided to finally choose what I want to do instead of just trying to follow what everybody else is doing. Bear in mind, at that time, I was getting DM'd by a lot of people trying to offer me their service. And keep in mind, I wasn't even in business yet, so nobody knew who I was. And I was getting so many cold DMs from a bunch of people that I do not know. So imagine the people in business. How many DMs do you think they're getting every single day? And how many emails do you think they're getting every single day? So that's when I decided to take a pivot and choose a path that not a lot of people are choosing, but it's becoming very popular nowadays, which is coaching. The reason why I chose coaching is mainly because when you craft up an offer and you try to find a niche, you are the niche. You are the offer. You're not selling things that you have no sort of experience in. You don't have to learn Facebook ads. You don't have to learn Google ads. You don't have to learn TikTok ads. You don't have to learn how to create viral TikTok videos so you can sell it to people. The niche and the offer is based on your transformation in life, and it's about going from point A to point B. And also when it comes to selling information, it's actually like the best way to go, because selling information is the most valuable business that anyone can start. Everybody wants to pay for info. Not everybody wants to just hand off problems of their lives to other people so they can fix it. No, they want people to just guide them properly. The way you go about creating an offer for coaching is, there was a time in your life where everything was going completely bad. This could be anything. This could be either you were really skinny, or you were really fat, or you were someone who went through a lot of stress and anxiety, or you're someone who had an alcohol problem, you're someone who had a smoking problem, any sort of problems that a typical person would face. And then you went through specific phases in life to get over that problem, and you finally achieved point B, which is being, alcohol free, drugs free, you're in shape, you're in the right state of mind, everything is going really well in your life. It could be anything. It could be you learned how to go from someone who spends all of his money to someone who manages his money properly. And that's what's called the transformation. That's an offer that you can set to people. And you may go like, but I don't really know if I've ever had a transformation in life. Look at a time in your life where everything was going completely bad, and boom, you were able to overcome that problem and become that new person, sell that transformation. For example, I know someone who coaches young adults. And the reason why she coaches young adults is because she has 4 kids, and one of her children died at the age of 20 something from fentanyl poisoning. And that prompted her into learning more about the mind of a young adult so she can help other men and women in that age range, from someone from 18 all the way to 26, be in the right state of mind and find clarity in life. That's her purpose. She went through a miserable situation in her life, and she took that transformation, and then she helped her kiddos become more in the right state of mind. And then when she's done that, she became certified, and now she's helping other young adults, improve their mental health, not go down the life path of drugs, find clarity in life, and live a fulfilling life. And she's also a grief coach, because if you think about it, when one of your close ones dies, you go through a lot of grief. And now she overcome that grief, and she's helping other mothers who went through grief in their life to overcome that problem. So she's selling a transformation that she went through. She's helping young adults, she's also helping women who go through grief on a daily basis. And I know someone else who's a health coach. She's someone who used to somewhat of the similar situation. You know, she used to be in a bad state of mind. She used to be in horrible shape. And now she's overcome that problem and she's helping other people do the same. Now she's getting certified. And when it came down to my offer, I was someone who went through a lot of stress and anxiety in his life. And I used to have a lot of panic attacks and bang my head on the walls. I used to have my little brother come up to me and try and take care of me. Imagine it's the other way around. It's supposed to be me who's taking care of him, but it would be him come to me so I can stop doing all that nonsense. And for a long time, that's how my life went. Just stress every day, anxiety every day. And I felt what a lot of people take as trendy nowadays, depression. And I used to listen to sad music all the time so I can play the victim part in life. And then I got to a point where I realized that there's no sort of progress happening in my life. So I decided to just meditate every day and to see how it works. I kind of developed my own routine, and for like 300 days, I remember, because I remember I had an app where I could track every single thing that I do on a daily basis. So for 300 days straight, I followed that strict routine, and I was meditating somewhere from 15 minutes to 30 minutes a day. And shortly after following that routine, I found huge improvements in my mental health. I was more happy, I was more grateful, I was smiling more, and people noticed that, you know, when my friends at the time, they used to always see me depressed, but after following my strict routine to meditate, they started to see me improve. They used to be like, oh my God, Yusuf, you changed. Like, you know, did something new happen in your life? And I just basically said, no, it's just me who decided to take a different path. And that became my offer now, which is helping people go from being completely stressed and anxious every day to people who, you know, wake up every day feeling grateful to be alive and become more happy, finally achieve a peace of mind. That's my offer, a transformation that I'm selling. Who am I helping? I'm helping individuals who suffer from negativity in their life and then transform them to find clarity and peacefulness in their life. That's my offer. Now you may think, but that's not really, you know, a wow offer. Here's the thing, any offer can be sold. Everybody on the earth is going through a specific problem that they want to find a solution to. It could be anything, doesn't matter, as long as you are the solution to that problem. And you'd be surprised how many, you know, clients I sign up. And the way I went about finding my first client is actually through Instagram. You may fall in the habit of trying to find the perfect platform to find clients on. And for me, Instagram is the best place to go because everybody is on there. From the youngest to the oldest, everyone is on there. And when a lot of people try to wind off and then escape reality, they usually tend to go to Instagram so they can, you know, mindlessly scroll. And the best ways to sign clients on Instagram is actually through two ways. So you either go through the organic grind or you do paid ads. Now, with organic, it has been a shift. There has been a shift. And that shift is everyone who finds success on Instagram nowadays is following a specific type of content on Instagram to go viral. And I'm sure you've seen it before, and it's 8-second video. It's like an 8-second video, and then with a trending sound on, with the hook on the screen, and then they tell you to check the caption. That is what's making people go viral nowadays. Everyone is doing talking heads. I personally used to do talking videos, but I found more reach and more engagement when I did the 8-second viral video. And what you can do is, if you don't have enough money to invest in ads, you can take that path, and for every follower that comes in, you DM that follower. But me personally, the way I've been able to sign clients is actually by running ads. Although I could have done the organic grind, but I did have some money saved up to get into ads, so I did that instead. And the way these ads work is there are two ways. So the first way is the follower ad, where you call out your ideal audience and then you list out their pain points, and then you tell them to follow you on Instagram to find solutions, to check the training in bio, so they can solve their problems. And then when they follow, you post on your stories to nurture them. You start DMing them. That's the first part. And then there's another ad, which is DM messages. So it's the same cycle. It's pointing out your ideal audience, listing out their pain points, and then at the end, you tell them to DM you a specific word or to comment a specific word for them to have a chat with you. You post it, and then you press the boost button, which is below on the right. If you have a creator or business account, you have that button, and then you just select the interests. I would recommend you select either 1 to 2 interests that your ideal audience falls under, and you select a country. I personally have the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom on, and then you press boost. Yes, it costs money, but it works. And that's the same thing for the DM ad. Instead of having the objective as profile visits, you have it as get messages, but there's a hack. If you chose for the DM messages, if you chose the profile visit ad, and then your creative is for people to comment a specific word, the Instagram algorithm will take that as an engagement, and they will naturally boost that post to more people. And that's how I keep signing clients, is by running ads. And again, you can take the organic phase. Honestly, if you commit to it, if you post 1 reel a day, following that 8-second viral video trend, you'll be able to sign clients in no time. And that brings me to the next phase, which is getting inbound DMs instead of me reaching out to people when they follow me. So the way it goes is through stories. You may undervalue stories. You may think stories is just a thing that all of your friends and family just post nonsense on, but actually most of the money is made through stories. So the way it works is there are many types of stories you can post, but the best ones that you could do is 2. So 1, there's a pull story where you type. So the pull question will be, what sort of struggles are you going through in XYZ? So it could be, what are sort of struggles that are you going through in your health life? What are sort of struggles are you going through in your mental life? Whatever it is. And then you list out pain points. And then whatever pain point your audience selects, you then DM them, asking them, hey, I just saw your answer on my pull story. For how long have you been going through XYZ? And then there's another story where you post client wins. And if you don't have client wins, you can post your transformation with a CTA, with a call to action on its own separate story, that you are looking for 3 more people that you want to sign up, and you want to help them go through 1, 2, 3, and 4. And those 1, 2, 3, and 4 are just like, what the desired destinations that your client would want to go through, your ideal customer would want to go through. And then at the end of the story, you would tell them to DM you a specific word, and you will reach out to them and have a chat. And that is how I sign clients on stories. Now, there's a content strategy that you need to use so you can also sign clients through your content. Me, usually, I like to post 4 just completely value-based reels every single week. And those reels have no call to actions. And then you do 2 call to action value posts. And those call to action value posts are basically the same thing, just providing value in your reels. And then the call to action will be for them to comment or DM you a specific word if they want to reach whatever desired destination they want to go through, and you can have a chat with them when they go through that call to action. And that's what's called the middle of the funnel, is the content strategy, is the story and the reels that you post every day. But there's one thing that you also need to consider before trying to sign new clients, which is creating a free training. This could be an ebook. This could be a free video you create on YouTube as a free training. Those free trainings are necessary because you build more trust with the audience, and you will usually get automated bookings without you even knowing. For example, on my business Instagram, the one that I have my offer on, I have a free training in the bio. And so far, I have about 100 views on that training. Again, the goal of that training is not to go viral on YouTube, but it's to have people nurtured. So I have this free training with a Google Doc opened up and talking about the transformation and how to go from point A to point B. And then at the end of the training is me telling people you have 2 paths So the first path is that you could either implement this training on your own and hopefully find success, or the second option would be you book a call down below and then let's have a chat and we'll see if we're a good fit for each other. And if we are, then we'll work together to ensure you succeed. That is the free training, and I have it blasted out onto YouTube, and I put it as my main link in bio for people when they come onto my profile, they check the training. And that's the way I provide value. Value is just posting content that's not necessarily about you, but it's just you talking about how you can take your clients from point A to point B, talking about problems that you went through in life, and you're just telling them the transformation and the steps that you took to overcome that problem. That's how you provide value. It's just asking yourself, oh, what problems am I going through in life, or what problems have I gone through in life? And then you sell that to people and you post about it. That's it. You don't need to overthink it. It's just when it comes to creating content, don't try and reinvent the wheel. I would say try and follow 10 people in your space and see what they're posting and then take inspiration from that. Don't copy them word for word. Just add your own sauce to it. Instead of having your brain thinking all the time of what should I post, it's just you find inspiration from them, you add your own sauce to it, and you post it. And again, when you create content, always make sure to create the 8-second long viral video trend, because that's just the best way to go about content these days. And those are the content that the algorithm are actually picking up. And that's how I am making 10K a month. I am not an expert whatsoever. I'm just someone who's selling a transformation. And you need to know this. You do not need to have a product built out before you can sell to people. Try, if you have an offer or if you create an offer, test the offer out. If you have money, run ads. If you don't have money, post content and see if you get engagement. And if you're able to get traction and motion through that offer, then you build that product. For example, when I saw my first ever client, I didn't have a product built out. I didn't even have a program built out. I just had the invoice paid, and then I saw what specific issues that they were going through, and then I built a product around that. I built a program around that. With my offer, I do one-on-one coaching every week, once a week, and then they get daily access to my WhatsApp number so we can chat. I can, give them daily support and daily advice if they need me. Give them a specific routine that they need to go through. I give them non-negotiable tasks that they need to do to ensure they succeed. And so far, I'm having a lot of success with it. And with the one-on-one coaching every single week, all I do is answer their questions. It's more like a Q&A call. It's like I come on, they come on, we chat, we see what questions they have. It could be about the program or questions about life or business even. And then I provide them with information so then they can, after the call, go implement it. I do not have a course, although a course would be an option that you would need to take when you sign over 25 clients, because the more clients you sign, you won't be able to do one-on-one coaching. I say start with one-on-one coaching, just you chopping up with someone, no course, no nothing. And then when you have enough clients, then you build that course so people can go through it, and then you can do group coaching. So instead of you taking one-on-one calls every week with each individual, you just have all of them in one call answering all of their questions. That's what I'm going to be having soon in my business, because of course I won't be able to coach one-on-one with like 30 plus clients. That's impossible. And you don't have to overthink it. Just do one-on-one coaching. First, come up with the offer. See what you've went through. What are your problems that you went through in life? What sort of problems you went through in life and how you were able to overcome it, and sell that to people. And the beautiful thing about this is that I'm having true impact on it. I'm not doing growth operating, or I'm not doing SMMA where like I'm just in it for the money. I'm actually solving problems. This is not like I'm here to make people rich. I'm here to help you solve your personal problems so then you can go and make, money off of it. And make sure when you sign clients to over deliver in value like no other person. For example, one of my clients actually came to me and she told me, she was like, Yusuf, I know this is outside of the program, but can you help me scale my business? And in my head, I'm like, okay, although it's out of the program, but I'm gonna give her tips and advice of how to do so. So I showed her what I did to sign her, and then She was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. And then I just over-delivered. Now, not only I'm helping her with her personal life, I'm actually helping her with her professional life. And bear in mind, I did not charge her a single dollar for that. You need to learn how to give value for free. You need to learn how to give information for free without being paid for it. I could have easily charged her $3K for that advice, but I didn't. Why? Because I know for all the advice that I give her and for all the value that I deliver to her, for all the impact that I have on her personal and professional life, is gonna pay very, very well later down the line. This could be through a referral. This could be me jumping on a podcast that she makes, whatever it is. Impact should be your number one priority. Shouldn't be money. I know a lot of people tell you to be money hungry, get out there and just make a bunch of money and yada, yada, yada. I say no, chase impact instead. That's the best way to live a fulfilling life, is by truly impacting people's lives. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what you should do. And that is it. If you need to know more about behind the scenes of how I do everything, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram and I'll add you to the private story. I will talk about my wins and my setbacks. I'm just gonna be completely transparent with you. And then so you can also go out and do the same. So what should be your takeaways from this? First, what I want you to do is pull out a sheet of paper and write out every problem you've had in life, everything you like to give advice about, and everything you were able to accomplish in life. And then just honestly ask yourself, what would be the thing out of all of these that I could just line up together and not only make money off of, but truly be my purpose of being. And then filter it out. And then from there on, just create a new separate Instagram page and do what I told you in this chat. Content, stories, free training, sign clients through calls, and off you go. And then build out a product when you sign clients. Don't build out a product before you sign clients, because what if you build out a product and you never sell anything? That would just be too sad and you will feel very doubtful about business. So instead, go out there and just test. Test everything that you could put your hands on, and that's it. If you need me to talk about any specific things that you would want to know the answers to, you can shoot me a DM and let me know about them, and I'm more than happy to help you out.